It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we'll get to see a battle for conference superiority. It's the Green Bay Packers and the Cincinnati Bengals on Sunday night.
From the banks of the Ohio River, there's a look at what's now known as Paycor Stadium here in Cincinnati. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Green Bay Packers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. Along with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. But, Charles, a lot of people see these Bengals as legitimate contenders to get to the Super Bowl. And remember, they got there just 2 years ago. What do they need to do to get back?
Well, we know how well-positioned they are on offense, partner, because they have one of the best quarterbacks in the game and a lot of firepower to go with it. But how about what they did in the draft this year? A lot of capital expended on the defensive side of the ball, trying to slow down some of the other top contenders.
But meanwhile, for the visiting Packers, one era ends, another begins. This is a team that finished 8-9 last year, missed out on the playoffs at the very end. What needs to happen for the green and gold to be playoff-bound once more?
Everyone's focusing on how they're starting over on the offensive side of the ball. But to me, they have an accumulation of talent on defense that needs to play like a top 10, top 5 defense in the NFL.
They go over the middle, and it's complete to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Love's throw brought in by Watson. Well, they go with a slant that time, 15 yards and a first down. Their first possession of the game, and they're already going after double coverage.
That's a nice completion that can set the tone for things to come if they're able to keep finding ways to beat what the defense is throwing at them. They look like they're confident that they can get it done.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. A guy coming off a career high in rushing yards last year. Here's Aaron Jones. Oh, the determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 13 yards, first down, Packers. Now the 4th-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon. And he's got it to about the 40.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
So the completion good for just 3. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down. Here's Love. But I think the ball's out. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. So play number 10 now coming. It's been a long opening drive, but this is 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. It's a 10-yard pickup, and that's enough to move the chains. 1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. Love from the gun. And they're going to get to him, a sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Sam Hubbard making his presence felt in the backfield. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Love going to give this one to Jones. And he'll take this from the 9 down to about the 7. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordan Love taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Packers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Carlson's extra point up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So that one a 13-play drive in total. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. So after the made field goal, here's Carlson to send it away. And a couple yards deep, he'll go to a knee. He won't return it. And they'll take it out to the 25. The Bengals now set for their first possession, and it's Pro Bowler Joe Burrow who leads this offense in his 4th season now out of LSU.
Burrow may be young in his career, but he's helping the Bengals to one of the best stretches they've ever seen. 12 wins last year, which matched the team record, and they made a conference championship game in back-to-back seasons for the first time ever. At the center of it all is the man they call Joey B. 35 touchdown passes last year and almost 4,500 yards.
Rolling to his right. Man open, that's Jamar Chase complete. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And this one almost intercepted. Not a good throw there. Nearly an opening drive INT.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now Burrow. Packer pressure, and down he goes. With Sean Gary that time fighting free and getting to the quarterback.
Gary was proving his 2021 was no fluke. Had 6 sacks in 9 games before a torn ACL. Ended his 2022 early. Looks like he's back in full form with plays like that.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
On 1, ready? Thomas. 11, 11. 12, 12, 12. 11, 11, 11, 11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll find Chase on the right side complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 37. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Here we go.
So into Packer territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now it's Burrow. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Jamar Chase, 37 yards. And the Bengals are an extra point away from drawing level. They said that they wanted to get him involved early, and what a way to cap their opening drive, Charles. We know he's one of the fastest receivers in the NFL, and he showcased it on that play.
And when you have a guy like that, you want to make sure the defense sees him early, right? You want to see how they're going to adjust, how they're going to try and guard him, because they can't replicate his speed in practice unless they've got one of the few guys who are as fast as he is. And all it took was one drive. He burned them, and I don't think it's the last time they call his number in this one.
The Packers offense here coming back out for their 2nd drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd down, Love. And this is going to be incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
And here's Taylor on the return. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Jamar Chase hoping to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Previous series, definitely a focal point. 3 catches, the touchdown grab. As a DB, or former DB, is there a number of catches on a drive you're like, oh, he got the best of us?
I'm not sure there's a number, but there's a great feel. And what he did on the last drive, yeah.
Especially with the touchdown.
Yes,
you're never happy.
You're exactly right. The way he capped it off, so you feel that at the sideline, and now you're looking at your buddies and saying, okay, what are we going to do to take things away from him? Because I'm not sure the other guys can make those sort of plays. So let's make sure that we don't let him get going again.
Escapes the sack. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Multiple players getting home for the 1-yard sack.
Like the footwork back there, I thought he did a pretty good job of evading that first wave of players.
Here we go.
Tried to buy a little extra time out of the pocket, but in the end, oh, that was a tough one.
Yeah, winds up getting buried for the loss.
11 mighty. 11. Stop.
Now Burrow to throw on 2nd down. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. The pressure really ratcheting up. They get the sack on 1st down. Then a near sack. They got to him there just as it was leaving his hand.
Yeah, they might need to change their pass protection scheme a little bit. Maybe bring another guy into the backfield to help protect the quarterback, because that was awfully close.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Green Bay offense ready to take over. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like, because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge, because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
2nd down, another shot for Jones. A little juke. And he'll get it down here to the 43. 61 yards for him on the ground so far tonight, as he has been terrific in this first half. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 43. Again, it's Jones. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Here we go.
9 yards on the run there, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
Down.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 1. Love looking to throw it. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Throwing. Love. And that is incomplete. A Missed connection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on fourth. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Now a throw here to his running back. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 14 yards, good for a Packer first down. Again, it's Love. And it'll be intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And the Bengals are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Definitely not the ideal time to see that mistake, partner, because this is still a one-possession game, and that's at least a field goal that just vanished with that turnover. Now, pressure's on defensively to prevent that pick from turning into points for the other side.
This goes out wide from Mixon. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. Throw left side, complete to Chase. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal first down.
Gun.
From the shotgun, it's Burrow. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again, it's Burrow. A throw for Boyd, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Finds his receiver, Watson. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. Now a 2nd down throw for Love here. A complete once again to Watson. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Love now to pass on 1st down. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, this defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
And his kick is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some...
Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
The second quarter starts off with a bang as they snag over 30 yards. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown Bengals. Jamar Chase with his second touchdown of the night. And the Bengals come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. And McPherson on for the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. Pretty clean and simple there. Just 2 plays. The long pass resulting in the touchdown on play number 2. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. So here are the Packers now. They get set for their first possession of half number 2. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
On 2nd down, Love once more. Throwing left side, and Watson has it. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, here's Jones. And he's got some space here. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 92 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Out of the shotgun, it's Love. The left side completion to Jones. So the completion good for 6 yards. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. To throw now, here's Love. The Bengal pressure gets him that time, down he goes. Sam Hubbard, his 2nd sack of the night. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20. There's a look at receiver Jamar Chase as the Bengals get set to go on offense. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Burrow will throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
11 MT. Stop.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow dumps it off to Nixon. And some space here. Into space at the 45. Down the right sideline. And he's going to get this down inside the 5 before he's out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one on to the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
Mixon will take this one in. Touchdown, Cincinnati. He finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Love. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. From the shotgun to give to Jones. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
That was a really nice run there to bring up 3rd and short. After the incompletion on 1st down, it's awfully nice to have a running back that you can hand it to and put you back in a good situation.
Throw right side, hauled in by Dobbs. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. First down, going to the air with Love. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's 2nd down. Up the middle, Jones. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 111 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
Well, that last one makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Trouble, 38.
On 1st and 10, Love. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Let's go.
Now Love. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off, and the Bengals are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Well, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
That ball was tipped in the air, and while it ultimately fell incomplete, it caused a few anxious moments for the guy slinging it, who's had quite a day. He knows how to get it into the end zone. He's throwing it really, really well, and maybe Lady Luck is on his side because he avoided his first interception of the contest.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here we go.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
11.
From the gun on 3rd down is Burrow. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
And they're going to get this down to about the 37. 12 more yards there and another 1st down. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
11.
Burrow looking to pass. Open man is Chase, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Mixon with a first down carry. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down fourth quarter. Looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. We've got them now.
Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Again, it's Mixon. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 2. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a first and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. They'll give it to Mixon, and he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Joe Mixon, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Bengals have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. McPherson on for the point after. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it all culminated in the touchdown run coming from Joe Mixon. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. Nixon elects not to return it, and this comes out to the 25.
On the double. Ready, ready.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He finds his man, complete. That's Reed. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Second down, Love. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down. Love now. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Bengals are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
So many times we end a game, and as we're recapping it, we're talking about what offenses did and how they won the game. Let's flip this one over. The defense, they frustrated the offense the entire ball game. That's why they're walking out of here with a victory.
And they're going to love to walk out of here with that as their final act. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play there for Cincinnati, and even 40 yards.
And this has been the story all night long. They just came out firing and have not backed off, even with the big fourth quarter lead. Here's another completion for big yardage.
11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT, 11 MT.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Looking for Chase on the out route. He's got him. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. 13 yards as they've got the connection working. His 2nd catch in a row, first down. Now it's Burrow. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal.
11, 11, 11.
Here's Mixon. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they're going to go for this thing. They're not going to leave anything to chance. They're going to roll the dice on 4th and goal. They run for it with Mixon. And this winds up a disaster, nowhere near the marker. They gave it to him in search of his 3rd touchdown, but he's denied. And the Packer defense stands tall down by the goal line. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. Jordan Love ready on 1st down here. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
Yeah, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and